And I couldn't breathe and much less think. So I thought, what do I do? What do I do? What do I tell people? I tell people all the time what to do when something like this happens to them. Well, as I said, I've had this wonderful 23-year association with the Lemp Mansion. I'm their tour guide, their official historian and paranormal investigator. So, and I've been an investigator, a paranormal investigator for over 40 years. So I've got lots of stories I could share with you. But I'm thinking that my best story today would be one about the Lemp Mansion and the ghosts that still reside there. A long time ago, I'm going to go back a little bit, go back to the beginning of my association. And I was the first night that I was going to be able to spend the night in the Lemp Mansion. And I was hosting a party along with my team, and it was called the Supernatural Slumber Party. Fun. And people from all over the Midwest came, and they were going to spend the night and do some ghost hunting with us. So we had an amazing night. I mean, we were talking about the Lemp saga and their tragic history, and also about the ghosts that still roam the halls there. And we were having pretty much success with our communications, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful evening. And then the evening was coming to a close, and my guests were going up to their bedrooms, and I got this, I guess you'd call it, an uneasy feeling in my pit of my stomach. So I let him go, and I realized that my assistant and now he had already gone to sleep, but we were relegated to the middle of the first floor hallway in a bed, surrounded in a circle by all the open rooms. And I'm going to tell a tale on myself, but I was bordering on being terrified, I've got to tell you. So I got into the bed and I thought, well, I can do this. And I got in bed with all my clothes on, including my shoes, because I realized and I reasoned with myself that if I had to make a quick getaway, I was going to be prepared. So I get there and I'm thinking, okay, I can do this. Lay down in the bed, put the blanket over my head, you know, that safety blanket that we as kids always used, at least I did, to hide under the blanket. And I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, I hear this distinct noise down the hallway. Like that. It was the men's restroom door opening up. I couldn't breathe. So I whispered to my assistant, "Did you hear that?" And he didn't answer me. Okay. It happens again. And this time we both heard it loud and clear. So there we go. We creep down to this darkened hallway, and we're looking down the hallway, and we saw nothing. And I didn't know whether to be relieved or even more terrified. So he went back to bed. I laid down thinking, there's just no way that I can ever fall. And I was off in dreamland. Don't know how long I laid there. But I woke up with a start because I heard these real heavy footsteps and felt the vibration of these footsteps circling my bed. Circling, circling, circling. Stop. No noise. But I felt this presence bend over me, over my blanketed, covered head, and began what I can only describe as an unearthly moan, like, seemed to go on forever and ever. It was probably 15 seconds, 30 seconds, but count that when you're terrified. And it's a long time. And I couldn't breathe and much less think, so I thought, what do I do? What do I do? What do I tell people? I tell people all the time what to do when something like this happens to them. So I kept repeating, I'm too scared. You gotta go away. I'm too scared. You gotta go away. I'm too scared. You gotta go away, over and over and over and over again. And it stopped. And there was total silence. Nothing. I couldn't hear anything. Nothing. And I laid there all crunched up in a little ball until I saw daylight. And I threw that blanket off of me and I took off running for the front door, and I was going to escape. But I stopped. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. I had an encounter. I had a communication. That spirit and I listened to each other. It was a breakthrough. It was an amazing breakthrough for me. And it's one night and one moment that I am never going to forget. I am the official tour guide for the Monday night haunted history tours at the Lemp Mansion.